Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Red Barn, aka Tilly the RV, on this Thursday morning. Um, let's see what's happening at the Reno House. Thanks, Susan Wheeler, for coming by yesterday. If you're watching, and she brought me a bag of fresh picked spinach. So how cool was that? But we were giving Susan a tour of the Reno House, and she's like, "Oh my God, I'm completely overwhelmed. Like you guys are building a whole house." I'm like, kind of. It worked out that way. There is a lot to do left. So our deadline of April 1st isn't going to happen, but it's okay. You know, it's just all part of the journey. And Dave has to be here for his second COVID shot mid-April. So we're here for at least another 3-4 weeks. But the kitchen cabinet guy is coming to do installation. Well, he was supposed to be here 20 minutes ago. So anyway, he should be coming today, God willing. So anyway, today my Thursday email is titled "You Matter." So and I've already gotten. I mean, these go out at 6 a.m. I don't record them that early because most people are not up that early. So the beginning of this sort of references very early morning. So I just want to put it in context, but let me bring it up. Happy Thursday from the Red Barn, aka Tilly the RV. As I pen this, it's early, about 5 a.m., dark and quiet. I love early mornings to myself. Dave is still sleeping, so I sneak out of bed to make my pot of French roast and quietly sneak back into bed to sip away. Not an easy task in 100 square feet of living space. But alas, he's still snoring, so mission accomplished. Although he'll probably say he hears me get up. My morning rituals are sacred to me. It's the time I get to be alone, think, meditate, ruminate, and set my intentions for the day. I don't set alarms. I just let my body do its thing. Sometimes I'm up at 4, like today, other days at 7, not as often. I religiously get 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night, and on rare occasion I don't, I'm pretty cranky. I've made this time non-negotiable. It's that important to me. I ease into my day. No jumping out of bed from an alarm, grabbing coffee through a drive-through, and running haggard for 8 hours, rinse and repeat. I see people do this sidebar. I see people do this all the time, right? And they wonder why they're stressed out all day, but they, hit the alarm 50 million times, and then especially if you have little kids. Like, this is when I learned this practice, when my kids were little, because as soon as they got up, it was freaking mayhem. Especially, I hated school day. I hated school. Like, I loved when the kids were on vacation or summertime, because it wasn't that craziness in the morning. Because they always, even I would get stuff together the night before, they would run out the door, they'd miss the bus. It was just always mayhem. So I learned this very early on, so I wasn't crazed in the morning. I had me time. Okay, back to the email. You see, I matter to me, and you should matter to you. We live in a crazy world. People getting shot just because they were grocery shopping at the wrong time in the wrong place, or because the color of their skin doesn't align with those of the aggressor. We live in an unhealthy world. Lifestyle treatable diseases are out of control, especially in the US. People living on processed fast food, filling carts with boxes of toxic ridden yuckiness versus just eating real food as our bodies were meant to digest. We live in a society where doctors treat symptoms, not root problems. Give a pill for this and then give a pill for symptoms caused by the first pill. It's a never ending battle. We live in a stressed world, the hamster wheel of life. People live to work versus working to live, the stress exacerbating lifestyle driven diseases. We live in a world where people are judged unhappy and unfulfilled. And I can't do that. And I won't do that. For years, I lived my life trying to please other people, trying to live up to the expectations of others, trying to be good enough to fit in. I repressed my dreams and my desires, and I was afraid to show up as me because someone was going to think me less of a person. I thought my gifts weren't my gifts, but my curses. All of that led to me being that person, unhealthy, unhappy, and unfulfilled. Yet, I was a dreamer. I was a dreamer who never thought dreams came true until one day I looked back at my life and realized many of those dreams did happen. They happened because I made them happen, subconsciously manifesting them over time. They may not have happened exactly as I imagined, but they happened. This tiny little eye opening moment in time changed my life forever because I matter and you matter. The secret is believing it. I'm not saying life here on earth is always easy. There will be roadblocks and challenges. It's how you react to them and show up during and after them that makes the difference. In fact, I find most people make life far more difficult than it should be. Victim or victor, we always have a choice. So today, Thursday, March 25th, 2021, I want you to believe in you. I want you to choose how you start your day. I want you to take an inventory of your life, that unhealthy, unhappy, unfulfilled part, and know deep in your soul that you have the power to change anything that doesn't align with who you truly are. It's not my role to tell you who you are, who you should be. I'm just the catalyst giving you the courage to show up as you always were meant to be. Deep breath, hold it in, exhale. Do this 10 times. Close your eyes, set your intention for the day, open your eyes and smile. Repeat after me. Today is going to be amazing. Love you lots. So the that was really kind of all came from the morning, and I actually wrote that yesterday morning. Um, and it's always true, like whatever I write in there, I was laying in bed and kind of thinking about what I was going to write for my Thursday email. I usually do it the day before, and that's what came into my head. It's you cannot control the world around you, but you 100% can control what you do and how you react to it, right? You can let the news, like in the political arena last year with the election, it was awful. Like I just didn't watch the news anymore. And I didn't stay up on election night, which I used religiously used to do. And I used to be very involved in campaigns and stuff. And I just didn't do it. Like I just didn't have the emotional bandwidth for that energy suck in me. Um, so, be careful who you surround yourself with. Be careful of the situations you put yourself in. And, this that I'm talking about right here is why I'm doing my Courage Summit. And I think it's going to be in Belize. We're pretty close to narrowing that down. I should have final details today. But, you know, taking yourself out of a current situation and being in a completely new environment with new people that are like-minded yet different, that can bring different perspectives, yet all are there with the mindset of growth. That's where magic happens, and that's why I want to do it. And I'm not bringing 100 people. This isn't going to be some big conference. This is a very small, intimate. The most people I'm going to bring is 10. That's it. 10, me and Jen. That's it. Um, we have found a place in Belize, and again, I haven't signed on the dotted line yet, but there are two villas right on the water, right next to each other. Belize is fairly close to Cancun, Mexico, like just down the coast. So the beaches are similar. Um, and it's an English speaking country, so there's not a lot of language barrier or anything like that. And the environment is just kind of fun and laid back. But anyway, the idea is that we have these two villas, we come together for communal meals, and I'm not there to teach anybody anything. I am just there to facilitate and bring the conversation. So, we are going to work on some serious personal development in those days. So, we're going to arrive on Sunday night. We're going to, have sort of a meet and greet, cocktail party, kind of set the intention for the next couple of days. Monday, we're going to spend the entire day together, kind of working on some great ideas I have about personal development and really making people think and being in this kind of safe cone of silence, wonderful zone where um, it's Vegas in that it's very private. Like, we're not going to go share everybody's personal stuff out, but it's the safe zone where I'm encouraging everybody to really open up and share and be vulnerable. Tuesday, we're going to actually do like a team building retreat. Either it's going to be hiking or there's Mayan ruins there, something like that. And then Wednesday, we'll meet again in the morning. and then people are going to leave. People are going to also have the option of staying before or after. So I'm working with a travel expert on this, and she's going to gather some information. So people are going to be allowed to do that. I'm not sure it'll be in the villa, but that is an option. But the most wonderful part about all of this is this group of people are going to stay together for an entire year. And people are going to do some one-on-one coaching with me as well. So it's not like we're going to go for a couple days and it's going to be over. We're going to spend an entire year together and meet monthly. And we might, depending if the group wants to, this is really driven, it's a true mastermind. So it's really driven by the group. If the group wants to get together in person, like in 6 months, be it in the States or in Greece, like I don't care, I'll go. You know me, I'm up for an adventure. So that will be driven by the group. So if you are interested in applying to be, people have to apply. I need to make sure that it all works and the right people and it's right for you. If you're interested, feel free to private message me. But Jen and I are going to be getting all the information together, hopefully next week. I'll have a landing page so people can just click on a link and see all the details and all the beautiful pictures of where we're going to be and the itinerary and stuff. But anyway, the reason I'm telling you all this is because a lot of it is driven by the whole I matter thing. And it's, when you start shifting your mindset and say, I am versus I could do this, or I am going to, I will do this, and say, I am going to do this, and realizing that, dreams that you have really can come true, but you have to make them happen and stop being afraid of all the what ifs in the world because you can't control them. You can just react to them, right? Anyway, have an amazing day. And I will surely post pictures of kitchen installation if the guy shows up, because now it's 9:32 and you're supposed to be here 32 minutes ago. Have an awesome day. Bye.